police have managed to put together a sketch of one of the suspects in Wednesday's Pune blast. The sketch has been prepared by the intelligence agencies after talking to a whole lot of people. Meanwhile, Dayanand Patil, a tailor who had picked up one of the bombs and was injured in the attack, is very much still a suspect, though not being treated as an accused. A team of the National Intelligence Agency is in Bidar, Karnataka to track Patil's antecedents. At the same time, Pune Police Commissioner Gulab Rao Pol and ATS Chief Rakesh Maurya have jointly grilled some close friends of Patil. His wife, in fact, was interrogated just yesterday. Well, that's the story we're getting you right now. The kind of developments in the investigations, a sketch that has been drawn up by the investigative authorities as far as the latest stands. Let's get in more from Virendra Singh Unawat, our Mumbai correspondent. Virendra Singh, the latest coming forward on the investigations is this sketch that has now been drawn up by the investigative authorities after having talked to a whole range of people. Just give us a sense of what the latest scenario is.
Exactly, Nida. That's a new sketches has been released by Pune Commissioner. Even the ATS are still investigating on the entire incident and this 5 blasts that have taken place on Jangli Maharaj Road. These sketches have been made on the information that they have got from the bicycle store, because 3 bicycles have been purchased few days back, and these information have been provided by the shop owners of these bicycles. So these sketches have been spread across the Pune city to identify the persons involved. You know.
Virendra, just stay on with us. Important aspects of the investigations that you're taking us through, but it's now turning out that the cops in Pune are actually guilty of inaction despite specific warnings of possible bomb attacks in the city. Headlines today, in fact, has accessed a letter written by a top cop at a police station in the city in June, warning that there are attacks planned in the time frame of 13th June to 15th August. Now, what is more disturbing is that the letter mentions 10 specific places in the city that were to be targeted. There's also a clear mention of the associates of armed operative Fateh Siddiqui carrying out the attacks for avenging his death in police custody inside Pune's Yewara prison. The letter was forwarded to all top cops. The big question then is, what were the city cops exactly doing, sitting on a warning for more than a month and a half? While the probe into the blast continues, what has now almost become a regular practice with cops is their failure to handle crucial evidence at the crime scene. Well, here, in fact, let's take you through these visuals. We can actually see cops in some of the footage that started to come in of the investigations in the blast, coming out and handling the cycles. There you go. These are the visuals I'm referring to. Cops coming out in Pune handling the cycles that were used to carry out the blast in Pune with bare hands. This careless attitude spoiling the chances of getting crucial evidence in the case. It doesn't stop here. The cycles are stacked carelessly, just like you can see, and the cops are not even following the standard procedure while collecting evidence. Well, as if this really hasn't been enough, the tampering of evidence that we're talking to you about, the bickering between the Pune Municipal Corporation and the police on manning CCTVs in the city has led to the latest security lapse. While it was a much-discussed plan to install closed-circuit television cameras in strategic locations across the city for security purposes, shockingly, 70% of those CCTVs remain non-functional. At the McDonald's outlet, the security camera placed near the exit was out of order. The blast near Dena Bank took place right in front of a CCTV camera, and now probe agencies are finding the going tough. They're groping in the dark for clues. But despite these serious slips in security, what seems to have averted a bigger tragedy is a flaw in the design of the bomb. However, after preliminary forensic examination, security experts are convinced the explosives planted were powerful. They could have caused massive damage had they exploded fully. The probe has revealed that the bombs had complicated circuitry and they had deadly explosive in them. Despite the preliminary investigations, newly appointed Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde doesn't appear to be sure if Pune blasts were in fact an act of terror.